essentially a month's time is going to go by between this event and sort of where we're going to pick up. There's a few bits and pieces that I'm going to kind of stop throughout that month to sort of catch up with. I had heard from several of you about things you would be doing. So Mike had said, Nar had said that he'd be entertaining throughout the district and doing his thing sort of in the downtime, I think, right? Yep, that's what he said.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna be.
Yeah. Eris said that she'd be working on weapons for the most part in her downtime as well, and in the shop, I think. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. Jack, I assume you're going to be with Nar, working with him.
Well, I'm going to go visit that tinker guy again and have him do a little work on me.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. Alrighty.
Some things broke down pretty bad.
Yeah, that's interesting. All right, cool. So you're going to have him do a little work on you.
I think the hammer was broken last week, wasn't it?
We break him? I forget.
I don't know about the hammer. I know we broke the lockpick once.
I think we broke something
no.
else.
You had a crit fail, and it broke something on you.
Yeah, I broke the lockpick. Did I break my hammer?
Yeah, you did. That's right. I forgot. On a crit fail, yeah.
Well, I have to go get my hammer fixed.
Keep breaking down, man. You're kind of having a rough
That's
time.
what I'll do. I'll get my hammer fixed, and I'll get them to do a little modification for my new feet.
All right, sounds good. Gassy, did you have anything? I didn't have a chance to talk to you. I didn't know if you had something you'd be doing or just kind of hanging out and taking in the sights.
Did you get that?
Nope. Anybody else?
Did you hear what I said about going to the academy?
I don't remember. Did you? I apologize. You were going to go to the academy?
I was going to go to the academy and learn a language.
Oh, that's right. I remember. We did talk about that. Absolutely, That's correct. I completely forgot. Yeah, so you were going to go spend a month and really try to get things figured out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first thing we need to do when we leave here this morning is we need to go report in and turn those ears in.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
So you held on to those ears for a month?
No, I think
you
meant
not welcome. You're not welcome in my shop.
I'm going to add 2 more here real soon.
You go ahead and try.
I wanted to tell Jack, too, that he lost... he's only got 3 letters, I think, left, or 4 letters left on the back of his neck.
Jack doesn't know what you're talking about. He can't see those letters.
Okay, well, there's only 4 left.
He doesn't know what you're talking about. This one does not know what you're talking about.
So
well, I think we better figure that out.
So, yeah, that's a good point. I forgot about the ears and going back and seeing Captain Skellering and everything else. So we probably should do that. So,
I mean, if the group wants, I can go do it, and then you guys can just meet me up at the Dirty Bucket this evening, and I can split the money up with you. It's up to you guys.
How many years do we have?
114.
How much were you getting paid per year?
Killed a lot of goblins, didn't we?
How many per year? Do you remember?
10 gold per. Each.
Roll your bluff check.
I know, right? I'm checking my notes right now. I'm like, wait a minute.
Go ahead, baby. Check those notes.
I don't see it here. That's fine. I'll let you take all that gold. How are you going to carry it?
Am I going by myself?
That's what you said.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
You can just hire people to carry it for you.
It's only 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
Well, a little over.
You missed the point that it was 10 gold per ear each.
Oh, I've times 5, so 50 gold per ear.
How many ears did you have?
114.
Are they all goblin?
Yes, some of them were just, misshaped goblins.
Uh-huh.
There was a couple that we had to turn to stone in the middle of the fight.
All right. Well, head over to. You taking the whole group, or you going on your own?
I'll go with them.
I'm fine if everyone wants to go. Not like I'm the mouthpiece for this group.
All right. So you guys come out that morning and head your way over to the guard.
Yeah, up to the town guard barracks, I think it was.
Alrighty. So you guys head over there, and you do see that the town guards are sort of standing at the entrance to the barracks, and yeah, right. They kind of see you approach, and they sort of stand up straight and say, "Good morning."
Morning. We're here to see the captain.
Okay, who's coming? He looks at your entire group.
The Aquanauts.
Oh, hey, I've read about y'all in the paper. I mean, someday you'll be as good as the Stormblades, but yeah, it's nice to know we got two groups in town working. Please follow me. And he kind of turns around and starts to walk in.
Who says we're not as good as the Stormblades?
The Stormblades?
Yeah, well, who can trust them?
He walks you through and back to the green hut that's there, and or the green one-storied house, the green roofed house, and he kind of knocks on the door, and you see Tercian kind of comes up to the door, and he says, boy, that was only a couple days. That was pretty quick. Back so soon?
I pull the pouch that has all the ears in them, and I toss them to him.
Kind of grabs it quickly and sort of holds it away a little bit, and because it's starting to smell. He's like, ugh, please tell me that these are not like, and he opens up the bag and counts them. He goes, wow, there's a lot in there.
114.
They're all goblin?
Yep.
He kind of dumps the bag out, and they kind of pour all over the ground, and rocks and things at the bottom and stuff. And
remember, they're ear-shaped. They were ear-shaped rocks, though.
He comes and looks at you. All right, deception check.
Who wants to make that roll? Boy, I wish I had some guidance there.
Yeah, not me. I'll give you guidance.
Oh my!
Is Jack Brass with you? I can't remember. Do we all go?
I think so. I don't know. It's up to you guys if you want to.
Okay, well, Jack would have went. He's like, those do look like goblin ears, so I'm giving you help. I think I got. No, I don't have it as. I can't help you. You're out of luck.
No kidding, because I don't have it either.
There, I gave you guidance.
What's that do? +5? Or a
D4,
D6?
I think.
Roll D4 then.
That's not going to help.
Oh my. So he kind of looks through the bag, and he's like, "Huh? I didn't know you guys had petrification. Who's able to cast that spell? That's impressive."
Off of the scroll.
Picks it up and tosses it to one of the guards that walked you in, and he kind of picks it up and sort of drops it, and he's like, "What? It's nothing to be scared of. It's stoned." And he kind of goes through, and he's like, "Man, this is a big ear." He pulls one of the warg's ears up. He's like, "This is a goblin's ear?"
That was the biggest goblin I'd ever seen.
It was really hairy too.
Says, all right, well, I'll give you the amount we discussed for 114 years. He looks to you.
Done.
Good. He reaches to the back and kind of opens up a drawer in his desk, and you see he pulls up one sack and sets it down, a bunch of coins in it, picks up another one, sets it down. He keeps pulling out bags. He pulls out 5 bags, and he pushes them in your direction. He says, that's 5,000 gold. And then he reaches down and opens up another bag and starts kind of going through the gold that's there. And he throws out, or that'd be 560, I think. Is that right? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. 520? I can't remember. 514, you said? Yeah. So he says, there you go, 5,520. Pushes it towards you.
No, that would be... Oh, yeah, you're right. I can't add today either.
Is that right? 5,000? No, 500. 500. Sorry. 114 ears at 5 golds apiece.
I will start handing bags out to everybody.
Everybody? You said that you and Gassy went, and I think Jack Brass went.
I didn't know. No, I don't know if everyone went or not. I didn't say who was going. I said I was going.
Yeah, I don't think I'm there.
I don't
okay.
either.
I'll take a couple of bags.
All right, sorry. I thought I misunderstood. All right, yeah, so they have it there. So it'd be whatever 114 times 5 is.
So Jack opens up one of the bags and he opens his mouth and drops a coin in. You hear it go ding, 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 all the way down to the bottom of his feet.
Tersian looks to you and he says, man, that sounds like a Plinko machine.
Did it add a letter to the back of his neck?
No, it did not. Maybe put more in it, it will.
I'm going to reach into the solitary bag.
Alrighty.
I'm going to pull out 50 gold.
Okay.
And actually, I'll pull out 70 gold and I'll set it back on the desk and say, this is for the guards' enjoyment fund.
He says, well, I thank you. And he takes it and you see he opens the left-hand drawer and sort of pours it into the top of the drawer, closes it. You hear the guard goes, I like your group already. Better than the Stormblades, that's for sure.
I'll lift up a couple of bags then and turn and start walking. I think we've got them all now.
All right. You guys walk out with 500 gold.
Okay.
So tonight, I understand that Nar is going to be playing down at the Dirty Bucket. That's where he's going to be at tonight. And Nar, you've brought in such a good group that they've actually are having a 2-for-1 night. So you come in, you get 2 drinks for the price of 1. So they're expecting it's going to be pretty packed tonight.
Yeah, my material. Or...
Good. So you guys head down there, and it's getting to be evening time, and I assume that's probably where you'd all kind of meet up for the night, since that's typically what you guys do, I think. And
we'll seed the crowd for you. We'll go to different spots and we'll laugh at your jokes.
There you go. So you walk in, you see the place it's pretty busy actually. There's a lot of people in there, and it's pretty hopping as you guys come in, and you see that Nar Jester and Jack Brass are up on the top, and at the stage, and they're getting ready and just kind of working the crowd a little bit.
Before he starts his act, I cast guidance on him.
Nice. Very nice. I like it.
Sweet. Thanks, man. See what kind of crowd I got tonight. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, pretty good, right? So kind of working the crowd, and you see that they're kind of passing over the drinks, and I don't know, are you all sort of sitting at the same table while they're doing their show, or? Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah. Yeah, Jack Brass turns on his lantern, and you're now like spotlighted up at the top of at the stage there.
Come on in, 2 for 1. We'll start in a little bit here. Oh, yeah. You over by the bar, you can stop crowding. They'll get to you. You'll get you too.
So,
is everyone here?
I think so.
Yep.
hey, you're all sitting at a table, I think.
I'll give Eris one of the sacks and Jack.
All right, sounds good.
Jack was with
you.
us, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's got his leg half loaded.
I'll give one to Nar then, and I'll keep one for myself.
It's good to see everybody. Yeah, it's a great turnout. This will be my co-assistant here, Jack. Oh, Jack in his yellow and red outfit.
Right.
Looking good. Everybody get your 2 drinks. You know, gnome jokes are always one-liners. They're always pretty short.
You hear some clapping going on and whatnot, and some giggling and laughing, and things are good. You see the bartender there today, or the bar server comes over and throws a bunch of drinks around the table and says, "On the house." And you see there's about 7 or 8 mugs that are laying all around in front of you guys.
What kind of people are in the place, Greg? Is
So
it forks, or is it just mostly humans? Or
it's mostly humans. This is sort of the the working class of the area. Remember, the Dirty Bucket's down on Ash Avenue, right next to the lake. So it's usually a little bit of a more rough and tumble kind of group. However, the notoriety of you and Jack Brass has sort of gotten out. So you see some people that have sort of ventured down as an experience to come down and see how the people live on Ash Avenue. So there's some people from higher up, but it's mainly humans. I think about 95% humans, and the rest would be various races mixed in.
are there any half orcs?
Probably a couple, probably 2. There's 2 over in the corner.
Oh, okay. Walk, point at them. Hey, how you doing there? We got some half orcs in the house. How do you get a chord from a half orc? Ask them to play the same note.
They just shake their head and start drinking again.
Hey, yeah, you ever been accused of lying through your tooth? Looks like you only got one tusk there.
One of them starts to stand up, and the other one sort of taps him on the shoulder and says, sit down. He's just joking."
You standing up there?
Huh?
In grade school, it's because you had jury duty at the magistrate, right?
Huh? He looks at you confused.
You got to be over, 18 times around the sun to, get the jury duty, grade school.
He just shakes his head.
All right. Well, hey, look over here. We got a gnome in the house.
It's actually it's Tygot that's standing there. So from the Tygot things, you know, where you picked up the stuff, he smiles and he looks to Jack and gives him the thumbs up.
Why do Snurf Nevin make the best philosophers? Do you know?
Tygot goes, because they're always underground.
Oh, that's close. It's close. Because they're deep gnomes.
They're deep what?
Deep gnomes. Get it? Like they're deep, deep to thoughtful. Yeah.
Tygot goes, oh, yeah, that's good. That's good.
I use prestidigitation to go to dun
And you continue to kind of work the room there and whatnot, and you guys sort of get kind of a break that's there. And by the time you're kind of done with your first set there, I guess it's Jester, right? You finish up and you hear the room kind of collapse, and it's pretty full. Like all the tables are full, and you see there's some people standing around, and the bar is kind of jam packed with people too, sort of kind of turned sideways, shoulder to shoulder and whatnot, and it's pretty hopping place. But your colleagues have left you and Jack a seat that's marked as reserved.
Do we see any of the Stormblades that showed up?
Don't, you know, yeah, at least not tonight. You haven't. Have you? Besides Jester, has anybody else met them? I'm trying to think.
I met them, but I walked out to stand outside with Gassy.
That's right. I remember.
And
I think somebody was with me.
Yeah, somebody was. I don't remember who was. I think you met Anna, right? I think Anna Tasker Hill is one of them that you met, if I remember correctly. Oh, and you met one of the guys too, I think. So, but you don't see any of them right now while you guys are sitting at the table. You see the bartender comes over and he's like, "Hell of a job, Jester. Nice job, buddy. Look at this place. It's hopping. This was great."
Hey, can we get some drinks over here?
He's like, yeah. He kind of walks back and comes back and he throws about 8 more mugs on the table. You guys see a lot of them are empty, whether you've been drinking them or not.
I toss him some gold coins.
He's like, "Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it." He's like, "This is the most you've ever paid me."
Oh, okay. And I'll throw him a couple more.
Like, great. He's like, "Keep them coming, my friend. Keep them coming." He's like, "Jester, you got 20 minutes, all right?" The guy in the loot's not very good, so.
Yeah, I'll get him. I'll get him drinking again.
All right, good. So as time goes by, you see. Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say you see people kind of coming and going inside, but it's definitely packed.
Guys, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen to you.
Are you drunk again, Lee?
First time you've ever seen him drunk.
Pretty sloused.
This trouble's all my fault. I'm sorry. I like you guys. I don't think I've ever said that, but I like you guys.
I like you too, Lee.
You're really good for a priest.
Oh, something's wrong.
Is that 2 for 1? Gets everybody.
I just didn't mean to bring all this trouble down on you.
What trouble is that?
The Duke, he's he's gonna kill me, and because I'm because you guys are with me, he's gonna kill you too.
Well, we're not that easy to kill.
Of course not. We're the Aquanauts. And
Yep.
I'll shout that out real loud so everybody can hear.
Everybody else, Aquanauts! And everybody kind of throws their beer up, and you hear them all kind of Aquanauts across all the room, and you hear somebody else say, Stormblades are better! And then there's somebody's like, Stormblades, and it's Aquanauts, and it sort of becomes this little argument back and forth.
Oh, that's going to be a brawl soon.
Who was it that...
Did you, you're looking...
Who was it that said the Stormblades were better?
Half-orcs.
With Kellogg and Exoden here, the Blue Dukes group's going to be here before long. I can't believe there's going to be not been a big fight about it.
All right. Well, you guys work this out. I'm going to finish my second act.
All right.
I'm trying to understand what Lee's talking about. I haven't got a clue.
Then you see the bartender comes over and he's like, half these drinks are empty. And he throws down 10 more mugs.
I'll toss him some more gold. Half of it went to the floor.
Yeah, right. Quickly kind of picks it up.
But they had to die. I couldn't let the Duke know that I was here.
Well, if they're already here, they probably know you're here too, though, right?
They had to die. You know that, right? They had to. Look, they don't get any worse than him.
Oh, what's so bad about this guy?
He runs Sassaroon. I can't believe that the Laughing Laugh is not fighting them coming into town. Either they're working with him, which means that we're dead, or they're not working with him and there's going to be a big fight and we're probably dead then too. You know what? We could all just leave town. That would be an excellent idea.
Well, maybe for you, but this is my home.
I like it here. But
in the background, you can hear me continuing to roast the half-orcs.
Yeah, so you
might be a half-orc if people can see your butt crack 24/7.
They just shake their head as they're drinking. You guys hear Nar just continues on them as Lee's talking.
But you know what? Maybe the Duke doesn't know that I'm here. I think kill those guys. I mean, and about that time, I'm going to fall over onto the floor.
All right. As he falls out of his chair and hits the ground, you hear a bunch of people go, "Whoa!" and they sort of move back as beer flies everywhere and ale and whatnot, and you continue to hear Nar up there on the table or up at the stage.
You might be a half-orc if you work with your shirt off, and so does your husband.
Just hear people laughing and stuff, and you see there's a young lady, very thin female, who comes over and sort of reaches down and grabs Lee, and she says, "Oh my gosh, you okay? I don't want the Dirty Bucket to be responsible for any injuries."
I'm out cold.
She looks to the table and she says, "Oh dear," and she says, something is something wrong with him?"
Yeah, he's drunk.
"Oh no," and she sort of kind of wipes his hair away from his eyes and his head sort of back and probably he's got vomit out the corner of his mouth, right? And she's like, "Oh, that's terrible." Gassy
You,
and Eris and Jack Brass. Yeah, go ahead.
go ahead.
You were gonna say something? Oh no, go ahead. I'll let you go first.
You're in a bar like this and you've never seen anybody drunk?
Well, not Lee.
Oh, you know Lee?
Oh yeah, he comes in here all the time.
Have we seen her before?
Ah, that's a great question. So, how about an insight check?
Well, while she's doing that, I do a quick spare the dying on Lee.
I love it. That's great. All right. So yeah, she's kind of helping pick him up, and she sort of has her dish rag and she's kind of wiping off the face, and she says, "Yeah, but I mean, he just comes in here and drinks. I mean, every once in a while. He's been coming in for the last 6 or 7 months, I think."
Well, he does spend a lot of time in here, but,
Does.
you know, everybody lets loose every once in a while. He'll be fine.
Yeah, you're probably right. And she sort of kind of picks him up and sort of deftly and quickly puts him into his chair, and it seems, I mean, she's like, her arms are really thin. I mean, she looks almost anorexic type of thing, but she lifts him up quite easily and sort of sets him into the chair. And as she does, she sort of puts his head forward and kind of moves his arms and turns his head to the side, so in case he pukes or anything like that, um, you know, he won't puke on himself. And she's kind of straightens out his hair again for him, almost affectionately, and she says, I wouldn't let him drink anymore."
I'll just look at him. It's like, I think he's done drinking for the night, considering he's passed out.
Yeah, me too. And she sort of kind of gets up and she sort of does a little curtsy and says, I'll go see if I can bring you all, the rest of you all, some more drinks if you'd like." And you see she turns and she starts weaving in between the people and everything. And Eris, just as she sort of gets to the end of the bar there, you see she looks back and you see a little sort of smirk on her face as she goes into the back room.
I'm just gonna clean up the stage. Oh wait, you know it's the same as this broom here? Yeah, this half-orc's a family tree. No branches on this thing.
You suddenly see the half-orc goes, "That's it!" And he pushes the table. He's like, "Come here, you little!" And you hear everybody laugh, and he's trying to get up there, but the crowd won't let him get by, and they keep pushing him back. "You come here, you little shit!" And he's just like,
Oh,
throwing
that's it, guys. All right, remember to tip your servers.
You see a mug gets thrown from him, which is a terrible shot, and hits the ceiling, smashes. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, just Yep, tip those servers.
Yeah, and it's pretty crazy about how much is going on here. So, um, Eris, after about 10 minutes or so, they end up throwing out the half orc. So you're able to come back, and Nar and Jack Brash, you guys are back at the table. You see Lee's kind of passed out there.
Tough crowd.
Yeah, I was pretty certain that was going to end up in a bar brawl.
Yep, I guess I got the half that couldn't take a joke.
They're probably waiting for you outside. Better
Yeah.
make sure Jack
Yeah,
Brass
they
goes
probably are.
first.
That's why I gotta hire muscle, right, Jack?
That's right. I don't know where your muscle is at.
Right here. You know, I should do gnome jokes.
Well, I think we better get Lee out of here.
Yeah, he looked in. I don't think we ever seen Lee drink this much before.
Yeah,
You
I don't
guys,
think I've seen him drink this much either. But, everybody goes on a bender every once in a while.
This one does not.
as you guys are sort of kind of getting things picked up and everything, and you see the place is still fairly hopping. There's several people that have left. You guys hear the door opens and you hear a voice come across. She says, huh, "Look at that! The Aquanauts can't hold their own liquor." As you guys are trying to pick Lee up, as you look over, you see a very pretty, beautiful woman kind of walk in, and Gassy Nar, you immediately recognize that this is Anna Taskerhill as she walks in, and you see there's four other people that kind of walk in behind her. They're very well dressed, definitely not somebody that you would expect to see here, and you see the four of them walk in, and you hear some people kind of yell, "The Stormblades!" and they put their beers up, and they sort of just do a nice wave and kind of wave to y'all and whatnot.
The rest of the crowd should be yelling. Yeah,
They are. Yeah, they are. Yeah. So you got kind of a little bit going back and forth, this Stormblade's Aquanauts, Stormblade Aquanauts, and
Oh, hey, it's Anna.
yeah, so
Hey, Stormblades. You know what? We just cleaned out another dungeon. You want to go back and take bats and try and claim it?
she looks and she says, "Oh, you did, huh? Well, I guess you didn't clear out all the kobolds that were coming up and attacking through the tunnels, were you? Did you forget about those?"
Oh,
Todd
yeah, I'm
shakes
sure.
his head.
An imaginary kobolds. Did you take any years for proof?
Of course we did. But just so you know, we donate all our money that we get to charity to help out the orphanage and places, unlike you guys that keep them for yourselves.
You know what would have really helped out the orphanage? Would have found the lost kids like we did. That's what would have really helped them out.
Oh, well, you know what? You stumbled upon those lost kids, and God knows all the bodies you left down there and the carrion that we had to clear out. It was a disaster. You're lucky they didn't come through and eat half a cauldron.
You know what's funny about these carrion is nobody really ever saw them except for you. That's awkward, huh?
Huh. You know
Rather
what's,
convenient.
you know what's funny is everybody said that you brought the kids up, but I don't think you really did because somebody said that you just dropped them off in the house, so it could have been anybody.
Oh,
you-
sure. You know what? I just cleaned some stuff out of the latrine. You could go in there too and take credit for that.
Laughs. I tell you. Well, when you guys actually do something legitimate for this town, and I think you can stand up at that point. You see Cora kind of grabs her shoulder and kind of pulls her back and whispers something in her ear, and she just sort of turns back, and Cora glares at you guys, and Anna says, "I'm sorry, I'm being rude." She says, "Bartender, could you please buy a round for these folks?"
I'm good. We were just getting ready to leave.
Zachary says, "Hey. We're all listen, we're all here for Cauldron. It's okay." He puts his hand out. He says, "Zachary Askelin, nice to meet you."
Yeah, Jester.
Jester.
Also Nar.
Okay. You go by two names?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It's
okay.
a long story.
All right. And he walks up and he looks to the dwarf. He says, "Zachary, you are?"
I'm Gassy.
"Hey, Gassy, you've been staying over at St. Cuthbert's, haven't you?"
That's correct.
"Yeah, I've seen you at the morning service when I've gone. So nice to see you."
Nice to see you too.
See the other
Now
three.
that I can put a face to the name.
Yeah, you see the other three are sort of together, just kind of talking to each other and kind of glaring over. And Zachary says, "And hello, ma'am, and or miss. Sorry, your name is
I'm Eris, sir.
Harris. Nice to meet you. Hey." And you see kind of reaches down and he has this sort of this bracer that's covering his arm, and he says, I think you decorated this, didn't you? And he shows you a piece that clearly is yours.
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah, great work. This was over at the Ancient Anvil. I've sent a lot of my friends over to you.
Well, yeah, I've done a lot of like specialty pieces. I'm glad you like that.
I do. I love it. It's great. And then he looks over towards Jack and he says, "Wow, hello.
Yes.
Uh, nice to meet you. Are you alive in there, or how does that all work? I mean, I don't mean to be, ignorant, but I just don't know how this." He kind of looks. He says, "No, that dude definitely not somebody inside there. That's for sure. That's hi."
Well, from the looks of you, you cannot help but be ignorant.
True. Very, very true. And then he looks to Lee and he says, "Whoa, uh, he's having a night, huh?"
Oh yeah, celebrating.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Well, he knows how to celebrate, doesn't he? Boy, I tell you what. And then after he does all the introductions, he turns back to Gas. He says, "Hey, I want to let you know that I know you don't practice Saint Cuthbert's faith, though. I don't think. Is that correct?"
No, I don't.
I didn't think so.
I
Palor, I
worship
think.
another god.
It's Palor, right?
No.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was. I was just gonna say, if your God's house isn't here, I've recently gone over to the House of Cord. I'd highly recommend it. They're good people over there. So, I may want to swing in for a session or two and see what it's like. It's pretty nice.
Oh, okay.
I'd stay away from the Ouijas though. They seem to be a bit on the dramatics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not quite good enough for me.
Yeah, yeah, they're just they think they're all that and then some, and nobody's really worth anything in their eyes. So, but Gord it does pretty good. I have to be honest with you, and anyways, I think it'd be pretty good. You see, Cora kind of walks over and puts her hand on Zachary's shoulder, and she says, "Honey, come on, let's go." And he's like, I'm sorry, I have to go. It was nice to meet you all, and Aquanauts, you guys are pretty good swimmers, huh?
All but me.
Uh, well, you don't all have to swim, I suppose. You probably could walk on water.
I tend to sink. I gotta find a water breathing potion.
Yeah.
This one doesn't swim very well either.
He kind of chuckles. He says, "Oh, well, sometime I'd love to hear how that name come." And you see Todd looks over. He says, "Come on, let's go, Zachary." And Anna just kind of winks at you all, and she says, "It was good to see you all," in sort of a very mocking,
Yep.
sort of
See
sweet
ya,
tone.
Anna. I'll make sure to send you a note next time we clean out a dungeon so you can come take credit.
Okay, alrighty. I'll make sure to donate under your guys' name next time too. Remember,
Right,
we're all
donating
here
to
for
your own
Cauldron.
people. Under my breath.
And she's like, "Oh, and by the way, I'll put a word in for the Lord Mayor again. Maybe he can give you another certificate." Kind of waves.
I'll wave under my breath. Bye. B.
So you see them, they all four of them sort of walk out at the same time, and
I take a drink of ale and say, "That Zachary's a nice chap."
Yeah, he seemed nice. I don't like how they went after Lee.
Oh, is Lee still here? I thought he left. He usually leaves, just disappears. Oh, there he is.
Well,
I remember I cast Spare the Dying on him a little while ago.
right.
in case you guys didn't know, I just realized that all of those Stormblades are from prominent families in Cauldron. So that's why they can walk around and, give away their rewards and things like that, because they don't have any need for gold. Their families are wealthy.
Oh, makes sense. I also wonder if they do it as a tax deduction.
That could be.
Oh yeah.
When are the taxes due?
Every month. As a matter of fact, thank you. You were like right on cue. You hear boom, boom, boom on the outside of the door, and you hear somebody says, "Ah, man, it's another tax notice." Finding the picture. Thanks, Gassy.
The tax man's coming to the bar in the
Oh
middle
yeah,
of the night.
oh yeah, he puts them everywhere, man. There's always notes all over the place.
Is he the red hat?
Yep. Got to make sure they get everybody and let them know. Where is my?
Well, the
I
bars
know.
seem
I
to
know
be the
Lee
only
doesn't
place.
like the tax guys, so I'm gonna start pushing him under the table with my foot.
He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" One of the guys
Oh, I
says,
thought he was past that.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that." Like you get thrown in the brink or the brink. Jeez. So you see a tax notice, and it does say for the upcoming month. So. And then you hear some people saying, "God, more taxes. This is going to kill us." You hear somebody says, "They're gonna make it so nobody comes to the festival. They keep taxing everybody like this."
So it's 3 gold for the month,
Yep.
roughly, or
What's a resident alien and a non-resident alien?
So if you're not from the city and you're living here, that would be a resident alien. And if you're not from the city and you come in just to visit, then that's a non-resident alien.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
oh, so it's 3 silver for a resident, and then non-resident it'd be like 3 gold. Oh no, I'm so confused.
It's one silver for a resident and 2 silver for a non-resident. Are we considered residents now that we've been here for 6 months? Or?
Only if you own property.
Oh, dang, no.
Did
Or
you change
rent.
your address?
Yeah, right.
Did you get
No.
your ID?
Yeah, right.
Come on.
Exactly.
I don't even have a driver's license.
I love
How many people are in the bar, Greg?
it. That's a great question. So let's find out. Not many. After the tax guy came, there's 2 people left. Everybody emptied out. They saw the party was over, and Stormblades came and left, and they knew there wasn't going to be a fight, so they all followed.
I'm gonna stand up, grandiose.
All right.
Calm down, calm down. I'll pay all of your taxes. All of your taxes for everybody in here. Oh wait, there's just 2. All right, well, I'll pay your taxes.
You see the 2 people go, woot!
Take out what, 6 silver? I don't
Yeah,
know.
6 silver. Yep. It's going to break your bank.
I'll pay my 2. Actually, I'll give them. Can I pay in advance, or do they keep track of who's paid?
Yeah. Oh, they have a whole tax collector and everything that comes through, collects all the taxes from everybody, and they have a register and everything. So.
Oh, is he here? Or?
No, he's not. No, he was just putting
Okay.
the notes up, and then of course the people kind of heard the note and they went out and looked, and they all got upset and left.
Okay, I just still don't know what date it's due. That's okay.
Yeah, in a few days.
I haven't paid any yet, and I've been here 6 months, so I don't know.
I've just been taking it out of your guys' rewards. It's okay.
Oh, have you? Oh, okay.
It's just like the government. We just take it out. So.
Like medieval government, there's a lot of graft. He takes it and takes a little extra.
Right. Exactly. I don't have a night.
I see how it works.
I have a night in the city somewhere, but I can't find the sound. So the music. So we're stuck with this. So.
There's sounds in the city.
What music?
Oh my gosh.
I hear it.
You'd think I'd learn at some point, wouldn't you? I just, it's all good.
I turn it on, but every time I turn it on, then there's a sound that is really loud, and Bart says, "Turn it down." So I just turn it off.
All good, man. It's all good. Yeah, here comes the
Oh,
TPK.
shit, now I'm in trouble with Barb.
Oh my God, that's 3 red dragons. I don't know what happened. So, no, just kidding. All right, so it looks like the party's over inside the bar, and Lee is crashed out.
All right, I'll try to like drag Lee up and I'll take him.
All righty, gotcha.
I'll help you drag him to your wherever it is he sleeps.
He sleeps in the shop.
Are you sure?
Well, that's where he's sleeping tonight.
Yeah, he's up in the rafters, right? Isn't that where Lee sleeps?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'll help too.
All
Not
right.
because I'm worried enough works or nothing, but I'll help.
Checking behind every ways you walk, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thankfully it's only a couple streets away, so you guys are all able to walk over, and you get to the ancient anvil over there, and as you kind of walk up, there's some dog howling in the background, and you see that it's fairly quiet tonight. Now that the tax notice has gone out, a lot of people seem to have either gone in, or the party atmosphere is sort of over, if you want to call it that.
How much of a moon is there?
So many
You've been
questions.
dragging me along. There's probably a full moon at this point.
It is. There is a full moon. Did you turn around and look at Gassy to see if he turned into anything? It wasn't either one that got bit. Who got bit? Somebody got bit.
I look in the mirror.
Just me. Just me.
That's what I thought. Yeah, Gassy doesn't turn anything. Yeah, you look good in the mirror.
I got bit by the warg too. So.
You did? Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, your hair looks a little longer to you, but
Really? He's got hair again?
That's probably good.
yeah, a little stubble. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Jack was there that night. I forgot. So, yeah. So you got a little bit of stubble growing, so it's starting to fill in.
I glue on the other stuff. It's like a comb.
Hey, don't knock the comb over. Come on. All right, and so yeah, so you
Only gonna work till you sweat, you know.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna head over to Cuthbert's after we drop Lee off in the rafters.
All righty, gotcha. Sounds good. So, oh, nice roll, Lee. So you.
Yeah, I started to throw up while they were dragging me, but I didn't.
I like it. So, so you guys are able to get him where he needs to be, and Gassy, you head back towards St. Cuthbert. The rest of the group, Eris, and you're going back to your apartment, I'm sure. And Jester and Jack Brass, did you guys find a place to stay yet, or you just been couch hopping?
Couch surfing.
All right, gotcha. That's what I thought.
We'll stay with Lee. He's puking.
All right, gotcha. So you guys kind of set up in the ancient anvil with him and whatnot. So, and then as you guys kind of getting all back together, Gassy, as you walk in, you see Rufus is there as you walk in, and he says, "I heard it's a busy night down there, huh? I heard it was hopping where you were at."
Yeah, until the tax man came.
No, it sent everybody away, didn't it? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's too bad. He says, but hopefully Sacrum will be home soon. He's the high priestess here, or high priest. He's here, right? Jenya's in second command, and so he's like,
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know that.
yeah. So he's the high priest. He's been gone for a while now since you've been here. But the rumor is he's supposed to be coming back probably in the next couple weeks or so. So.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's like, I can't wait for him to come back. It'll be good to have him back. I mean, Jenya does a great job, but I miss his teachings. He's such a knowledgeable man.
I like Jenya though. She's pretty
Yeah,
knowledgeable herself.
She is. She does a really good job too. I like her. Yeah, right. I like her a lot. But it'd just be nice to have him back. I miss him. I've pretty much grown up with him. So.
I'd be looking forward to meet him.
Yeah. and he's kind of closes up the door behind you. It's almost as if he was waiting for you to come back in for the night before he kind of locks up the sleeping area.
By the way, what are the taxes on this place?
On our church?
On the church and the orphanage?
Well, I don't know. You'd probably have to ask Jenya. I just manage the flowers and stuff outside, which
How are they doing? You haven't.
Oh, they look
messed them
great.
up, have you?
No, you've taught me well. I've done a really good job. I did have trouble with the orchids, but everything else is doing really great. By the way, you don't have any more orchid seeds with you, do you, by chance?
Do not. I don't think.
Well, next time you go to Red Gorge, or if somebody goes there, maybe we could have somebody bring us some, because I may have killed them all. Sorry.
No.
You killed all the orphans?
Oh, orchids.
No, orchids.
Oh, sorry, I missed part of that conversation. It's like, what the hell?
Oops. He's like, but I got to tell you, the spider plants, man, they're growing like wildfire. They look great. I can really grow those things. And the cactuses, yeah, I got those too.
All right. I see you haven't been giving too much water to the plants.
No. I've been doing just fine. You've seen like half the plants are sort of wilty, but
Well, keep up the good work. Maybe a little more water to the plants that aren't cactuses.
he says, sorry, Sir Gassi, I know that you're, a smart man and everything, but I don't know if you know, but the flood season's coming. I got to be careful. It rains a lot during the flood season.
Okay.
You're new to town, though. I know you don't know that, but that's what this whole festival's for.
We're having a festival?
Like, yeah, where you been? He says it's in a couple weeks. It's like a big party. We all celebrate the flood festival.
A lot.
It's the flood festival. We have like party games, and we have parades, and there's dances, and there's street performances, and there's sales. People come in from all over the place. It's a great party.
All right. Well, I'll try to make it to some of it.
If you're in Cauldron, you're not going to miss it. I'm going to tell you that. It's going to be everywhere. He kind of smiles. He's like, you got a lot to learn, Mr. Gassi.
I do.
Got a patch on the back, sort of patronizing. He's like, let's,
I'm sure glad you're here to teach me.
Oh, me too. And he kind of walks back and sort of just shakes his head as he walks towards his room. And he says, I can't believe he didn't know about the festival. Didn't he see all the signs everywhere? And he's like, there's signs and posters, and he just doesn't pay attention.
Guess I got to read the paper closer.
Maybe. So anyway, so you kind of head off to bed, and Nar and
I only skim the headlines.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. So Nar and Jack Brass and Lee, you guys are in the Ancient Anvil. Eris, you've gone back to your place as well, and as the night continues to pass, it becomes a new day, and things sort of continue to progress as time goes by. It's been a couple weeks now. You guys have heard sort of this preparation of the festival that you've been hearing about, and that there's a lot of talk, and you found out that actually the Flood Festival, there's going to be some places, some of the merchants are going to have discounts, so 15 or 20% off their stuff, and they're starting to line up the streets with the signs and banners and everything. And for those that didn't read the newspaper, did anybody read the newspaper about the Flood Festival? Just checking.
I did.
Yay, good. Thank you. So do you remember what it said? Do you remember what it said about the Flood Festival? Now I'm putting you on the spot. Thank you. Thank you for the crickets. Thank you.
Hang on, I will look it up real quick.
So the Flood Festival is
basically floods the lower part of the city.
Right. So way back when, they used to have a problem where the lower city would flood with the rains because you're in a cauldron, right? So it would flood up to Lava Street or even Magma Street, destroy all the buildings and everything. So they haven't had that in a long time. And I think there was even some comments that some of the churches had built control magic or control water wands to help control that. And so every year that's now more of a party. It used to be that everybody kind of get together, but now it's become this big festival that happens even before the floods to sort of celebrate it. And they haven't had a big flood in 10 plus years, I think is probably what it said. And Eris, you would know that too. I mean, you're here all the time, so you know this is a big party. It's kind of like a Mardi Gras if you want to think of it that way. There's like drinking contests, and there's like the Crater Lake Monster Hunt and street performances. There's even like the Demon Scar Ball, which is like a big sort of traditional ball that happens at the Koi Nixie, a really nice place, which is invitation only. And there's booth games, and they have street performances, all kinds of stuff that can occur. So as a little bit of time goes by and whatnot, you guys have kind of continued to work the circuit of the houses here and whatnot, and sorry, I was reading something. And kind of getting ready as time continues to move towards the Flood Festival. Things seem to be pretty much back to normal in town. There's not much different at this point. And I think there was a point here where, Bailey, I think you were going to head over and meet Gassy at the church. Is that right?
I think
Yes.
Yeah, somewhere along there we were going to talk to Jenya about
The
the
dream.
dreams.
Okay, gotcha. Alrighty. I don't know if the rest of the party would come or if they wouldn't. That's kind of up to you or up to them, I guess, however you want to do that.
I think it's up to them.
Does everybody want to go in and talk about dreams? It's kind of like a counseling session. You all sit down on the couch.
No, I will be out shopping.
Alrighty,
This
gotcha.
one doesn't sleep, so this one never dreams.
All right.
Yeah, maybe Jack and I will be out wandering around looking for Jack accessories.
Okay, all right, sounds good. So going over to like Tygot's, trying to help Jack get his hammer fixed and get some new accessories.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you want to get jacked in, right? So, Eris, when you meet Gassy over there, you do see Jenya has obviously finished with kind of mid-afternoon prayers and whatnot, and kind of comes out and is sort of walking through the garden, and she sees you too, and she says, "Hey, Gassy, hi, Eris."
Hey, Jenya,
Hi.
do you have a moment?
Oh, yeah, sure, I do. I hope it's not about today's, service was talking about, Hook Fang and everything. That's all sort of past history. Nothing to worry about,
About Hook Fang?
Oh yeah, you didn't make service, did you? This today, did you?
No.
Yeah, no, I did a little service about a fabled red dragon that lives in the area. Hasn't been seen in a long time, but we talked about the importance of having goodness, and it prevents bad things from happening if you're good. And so we just had a lesson about it and brought him up. And some people were a little worried. I thought maybe you were worried as well, but I'm not concerned.
What? Has anybody seen him?
No.
Or is this just you just talking old history?
Yeah, this is old history. Nobody's seen him in probably 20, 30 years. It's been a long time, so.
Oh, okay.
He may not even be alive anymore.
Before I was born.
Yeah, he's probably got so much gold up there and just living his life. So, but that's not your question then.
No, actually,
Yeah.
we want to talk to you about this dream that I had, and Gassy seemed to have had a very similar one too.
She says, well, it's not uncommon for people that are together to have dreams of similarity. It can be either from the gods or just from being together and seeing things together. She kind of sits down on one of the benches in the little flower area with the trees and stuff. She said, please have a seat.
Sure. So I'll tell you a little bit about it. Maybe you've heard of some of these things that we saw.
Okay.
So it started in this big cathedral, and this angel that I knew that her name was Celeste.
Hmm.
And that was the same for you, right, Cassie?
Yep. My dream was exactly the same as yours, except you were the star of my dream.
Aw.
She sort of sits back and she says, "So this is a friend of yours, the Celeste?"
No, I don't know anything about this person. I mean, it was like we were in a huge cathedral and this angel came down and her name was Celeste. And then she was talking to me and said something along the lines of I had lost my way and basically cast, me out of heaven.
Kind of looks and kind of has a kind of a thoughtful thought on her face, and she looks at you and she says, go on."
There was something about destroying the world too, wasn't there, or something?
I don't remember that part. I do remember that, as the dream was ending, whatever view that I was seeing all of this from, I said, "Kill me instead, Halloween." Have you ever heard that name?
She shakes her head, just unconsciously, just sort of shakes it back and forth, and she says, "Doesn't sound familiar." And and you said Celeste is not someone you know.
No,
Have you done something that makes you feel like you've brought about the destruction of the world? I mean, we seem to be fine. It truly can't be you.
I don't think it's me.
I don't either. This is odd.
It seemed like the angels were casting out this person, whoever I was, seeing through their eyes.
And do you know your family? Do you know your mom and your dad? And have any of them been evil or done evil?
No, my
Bro-
parents were normal.
Brothers and sisters?
I don't have any.
Well, clearly someone is speaking to you, telling that you've done things wrong. Question is what is it?
Well, I'm beginning to think it's been coming here to talk to you about this.
she sort of looks at you and she says, "No, I think honesty is important, and we all strive to be good, and we try not to be evil, but most of the time we have to look inside and determine if there's something that we have done. I'm not saying that you have, but maybe someone in your family has, or something has happened in the future. I don't know. It's disturbing, to say the least." And then she looks to Gazzy and she says, "You were there too? You saw the same thing?"
I saw everything was exactly the same, except I believe we saw a different person being pointed at or being expelled from heaven. I saw Eris, and I think Eris didn't see that.
Well, that speaks of higher powers speaking to you, right? I mean, I would understand, Eris, if it was only you that had seen the vision, but if the both of you had seen it, that clearly means, unless you're not, obviously not from the same family, I can recognize that, but I don't know why you would be connected, or if this would be a family thing. So it has to be something higher than this. And you don't know a Celeste or a Halloween, or you've not heard a story about this in the past. You guys, I know you've been doing adventures and helping out the captain, but you haven't been to some desecrated cathedrals or churches or anything like that, have you?
put together a dwarven statue.
She looks and she said, "You told me about that."
And Moradin blessed me with something.
Well, as you know, Moradin is not someone who follows the lawful good, but that being said, he has a good heart and would never do anything evil. So I can't imagine that it would be related to that. I would think that that would give you a sense of calm, not fear.
Yeah, I haven't been afraid of anything since then. I have noticed a slight change in my attitude towards treasure, though.
Really? More interested in it?
Hmm.
You must be
I seem to want it more.
Must be careful. Watch out for those temptations, right?
Yes.
He looks back to Eris. She says, the church you were in did not look like our church, St. Cuthbert's Church, did it?
Oh, it did not. It was like pure white, made of like marble and ivory.
Never heard of a church that way. I'm sorry. I try to guide as best I can, and I don't have the knowledge that the high priest has. But he's supposed to be back in a couple weeks. We can ask him, but I don't know those names at all, Celeste or Halloween. I just don't know them, and I hope I didn't scare you. I just was being honest that there's maybe something that's afoot that's evil, and I just wanted to see if there was something maybe with that you have done or some of your family members have done, but I don't know. It's puzzling. I can pray on it and ask St. Cuthbert. He always guides me the right way.
Well, I would appreciate that. It's just troubling that we both, had the same dream.
She looks and you see she raises her eyebrows. She goes, "That's troubling indeed. How about the rest of your party? The Aquanauts. Anybody in the Aquanauts had it?"
I think it's only Gassy and I so far.
Okay. Sort of does a little bit of a sigh and she says, "Troubling indeed, isn't it?"
It is. If you can think of anything else, like after you talk to the high priest, I would I'd appreciate it just to put my mind at ease.
Yeah. I'd be more than happy to if something comes up, or if St. Cuthbert speaks to me and tells me, or if something seems to be more troubling to Cauldron, I could always ask, Justice, but I'd prefer to hold off.
I understand.
As it is a beautiful day, though, isn't it?
Yes. You getting ready for the Flood Festival?
We are. We're not as celebratory as the Church of Cord, but this is sort of their thing. Obviously, all the churches come together and work together. That's always been the story of the flood season, and the whole reason for the Flood Festival, right, was to keep the city safe. So we're doing our part, but times can be tough sometimes.
I'm going to ask her what the taxes are on the church and the
As well,
orphanage.
Yep. So she says the orphanage has to pay 50 gold a month. The church is sort of exempt from tax, but we try to help the poor, the people that can't afford it.
Well, does the church pay the taxes for the orphanage?
They do.
Okay, well, I'll give her 100 gold and say, here's for the orphanage and for the poor for this month.
She sees what you hand her and she says, "Oh, Gassy, this is way too much. We can't accept all this gold. You've earned this gold."
What if I gave you 2,400 copper pieces?
She says, "Oh, that's way too many." No, she's just being modest.
Please take it and distribute it as needed. I don't need it. I have lots.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm trying to overcome this greedy nature I've grown into.
Well, you are on your way to redemption.
Well,
Plus, I stay here for free and get to eat for free, so I figure it's only fair.
Thank you. Kind of smiles.
I don't want to take up any more of your time. If there's anything we can do to help around here, just let us know.
Of course, and if there's anything I can do to help further, please ask. I'm more than happy to try to figure it out, and I'll do some research and see. But I think those names just don't sound familiar to me, at least. So I wish I had a little more reference. But I know you don't have it.
I don't. If I can remember anything else, I'll let you know.
Good. I'll do the same.
Okay. All right, I'll
All right.
take off.
All right, sounds good. So the two of you kind of walk away, and you see she kind of goes back into the church as you guys are walking away.
I got some stuff to sell.
All right. So Gassy and I'm sorry, not Gassy, Nar. I keep getting you two mixed up. I look at your pictures and I don't know why I'm getting you mixed up. So Nar and Jack Brass, you guys have been getting things fixed up, everything. Jack, you've got all your adjustments and everything that's there now, so which is good. And yeah, it's good. Gassy, whatever you want to sell, go ahead and throw in the party sheet there. Well, what's in there first?
Just threw the chainmail and warhammer in there.
Okay, gotcha. And the token. Nobody took the token.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I thought Lee did.
What?
Did
There's
you
a-
take the bird token?
I think it was too big to sit on his shoulder, so I don't think he took it.
Yeah, no, I did not take the token.
Nobody wants it. You can sell it. That's fine.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay. I'm gonna just sell the other two at cost. So, whoops.
Yeah.
All right. Um.
Ooh, need to buy some potions.
So we're trying to get Jack fixed, right?
Yeah. Yep. So you guys are heading over to Tygots, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see that Tygots in there, and he's got his sort of dog there that's larger than life, and he sees you walk in, and he says, "Sorry, no refunds, no refunds."
Oh, no, not looking for a refund. Just some warranty work.
Warranty work. Oh, no. You buy as is. Look at the sign. And you see as is written on the sign underneath it. See, as is.
This one's hammer's broken, and I like flip it out, and it goes and starts sticking.
He says, "Oh, that's bad. That's really bad."
This one needs this fixed, and this one always gets knocked down a lot. He needs something to help boost his metabolism.
Okay. And he kind of gets up from the chair and looks to you, and he says, "By the way, Jester."
Yep.
Yeah. Nice job on the half orcs.
You like that? Hey, yeah, on some news. You know what? You want a freebie if you help us out here?
Oh, sure.
What'd the fish say when he ran into the wall?
I don't know.
Damn. Get it? Fish? Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great. I love it. Don't say that here in Cauldron, though, okay?
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah. Too soon. Anyways, oh yeah, hammer. Sorry, we're gonna fix the hammer, right? And
Yep.
and you need some adjustments, augmentations, huh? All right. and he kind of starts kind of working on things, and he's like fixing them up and everything. And Jack, I think we had already talked about how much it was, right? Pretty sure we did. Yeah, we did. So Jack's already got the price and figured it all out and everything. But as he's working, you see he's kind of working around. He goes, "Oh, wow!" And Jester, you see, sort of waves to you, sort of while he's behind Jack, sort of concerningly.
Oh yeah. What's up?
He comes around. He says, "Oh yeah, did you see? There's a little bit of a scratch here." And he kind of points up to his neck, and his eyes get real big as he looks, and he sees that 4 of the runes are gone off the back of his neck.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Well, every time he gets knocked out of commission and we got to bring him back up, he loses one of those.
Oh. Well, there's nothing to worry about. And he sort of shakes his head no with his eyes wide open. It'll be fine. They're really not that important. And he really starts to shake his head no behind Jack Brass's back. And he says, but I'd probably prevent him from falling down anymore. And he shakes his head up and down fast and quickly.
I'll shake my head up and down. Okay, nothing to worry about with my eyes really big.
He's like, yeah, exactly. And then he kind of leans over to you, and he puts his hand over Jack Brass's ears. He's like, I have to do an adjustment of your ears. And he like slaps his hand as hard as he can against his ear. He goes, oh my God, don't let him lose any more of those. That's really, really bad. And he goes, okay, that looks great.
Okay, thanks. Hey, just asking in case you get any of his siblings in. You ever get any more of these in here?
he goes, they're usually one of a kind. I haven't seen any more lately, but maybe.
Oh, okay. Just wondering.
Yeah. And he turns around and comes to Jack. He says, Jack, you look great, buddy.
Oh, well, of course this one does.
Of course you do. Hammer's going to work great, too. Hear this. And he takes a little oil can, squeak, 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 into there. He's like, try it out now.
Open and close it, open and close it.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That thing works like a charm. He's like, and next time you get hurt, you can, just sort of you do this one thing, and he kind of shows you like a little button on the side you can push. He's like, push that, and you'll be all better. Don't do it now, yo. You're going to do it once a day.
Okay.
And he kind of sort of pats you on the shoulder, Jack. He says, it's good to see you, buddy. I'm sorry you're not in my shop anymore. I'm glad this guy could get you working, though.
Yep, we take care of him. Thanks for helping out.
Yeah, you bet. And keep working on taking care of him a little bit better every day. His eyes get real big.
I will. Hey, you want a joke on the way out?
Oh, yeah.
What type of music should you listen to while fishing?
What?
Something catchy.
That's pretty good. I like that one. You could say that one. That one's a good one to use.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. That's funny. Okay, bye.
See ya.
Kind of shoos you out a little bit. Lee, you've been busy buying some arrows, I see.
Yep.
Anything else?
Would be nice to pick up a couple of healing potions if I can find some.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So, who wants you guys to be able to get healing potions? So, you got money, you can definitely buy healing potions. So let's spend the next 5-10 minutes and see what we can get you all here. So, who else wants to buy stuff? Did you get all your stuff in there, Gassy? You're gonna sell?
I did, yeah.
Did you put it in the inventory sheet, or did you?
I did. It was the Warhammer and the chainmail.
Oh, that was it.
Sold.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I'm sorry. I gave the money to everybody. That wasn't very nice.
That's okay. No problem. I'm feeling real generous today.
Are you sure? All right. Sorry about that.
I'll take a couple of potions if they're available.
Yeah. As many as you want. There's 50. They're 50 gold a piece. So I'm gonna
regular healing.
Yeah, regular healing.
And what's a greater healing?
I'll get that for you too. So I put 400 in there. So if you're gonna buy some, just take it out at 50 gold and then subtract. Greater's
I
gonna
need a
be
diamond for 50 gold. A diamond worth 50 gold.
you can do that. Well, this one's worth 5,000, but we'll make it worth 50.
I'll take 50 out.
All right, there you go. Potion of greater healing is gonna be worth. Oh, they're cheap, real cheap, 100 gold apiece.
I want 3 of those.
All right, I put 400 there, so those are 100.
They're just labeled as potion.
I need to identify them. Sorry about that. There you go.
How much is this 2,400 copper pieces? Is that like 25
So
gold?
I threw 2 into my bag already.
No problem. Yeah, it's 24 gold. Is there anything else that anybody was looking for? Bailey, I
That's
think you
what I
already
paid
got
the
yours.
tinker.
Yep.
Right. Bailey got what she needed. Ali, I think you've got your arrows. Any other potions, objects?
I'm gonna get I get one of those greater healings.
I mean, if you guys are living in money, you could always go for the superior and the supremes too. I mean, those are available.
Hey, how much money did I make at my performances?
Oh, good call. Well, you got 18, right? I think is what you rolled on your performance roll.
19. I think.
What was it again? 19 is
19,
actually what you
I
got.
think. Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and do 19 d4s?
With the help of some guidance.
19 d4s will be fine.
I'm gonna do 20 and subtract 1.
Okay, that sounds good. So we'll subtract the last one, which was a 1. So it's 46. So you got 46 gold.
Oh, sweet.
I bought 2 regular healing and 1 greater healing, and I'm broke.
Okay, sounds good.
How much gold was in that bag that you gave us? Did we
Well,
split up
I
that?
wasn't arguing with the DM, but he said there was 570 in each one of them for each of us, so.
Right.
Which was 5 gold per year and not 10.
I looked at my notes. It was 5 gold. But
okay.
But the good news is you were able to sell a bunch of stones. So I called it a wash.
I really couldn't remember how many there were, but 10 sounded like a nice even number.
Sounds good.
So it was
100
570.
total. Yeah,
100
570
each.
total. Right, 100 each. And it's probably a little rich for your all blood, but the superior healing is 3,000 gold. So maybe not, though. I don't know. Some of you may have it.
How much was the 100, right?
Greater healing's 100. Yep.
So I spent 500. Okay, I'm done.
Lee will never drink again, I don't think, right, Lee?
I didn't do anything for like 2 days after that.
Literally, like, stayed in the ancient anvil, right?
No, not with her in there banging on an anvil all day long. I really need to find a place to live.
And her motherly voice, this is why you don't drink, right? Every time she hits the anvil.
How was that bang? Drinking bang last night, bang.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind finding a place to live since we have a bunch of downtime.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Is that amulet I have, is it magical?
Maybe.
I need to go somewhere and find out what it is.
It is. Would you like to have it identified?
I would. How much does that cost?
100 gold.
100.
Yep.
I'll give you 50.
All right, I'll give you half the information.
Okay, I'll give you 100.
So it's an amulet of health. It's well worth 100 gold, I think, to figure out what that is.
I will definitely put that on.
Jester, didn't you get a ring?
No, I think that was somebody else. I got the cloak.
Oh,
I think
that's right.
it was somebody else. I think it was Gassy that has the ring.
No, I don't have a ring.
Let me look.
Somebody
got
got a
the
ring
vicious
and somebody
halberd.
got a cloak.
Yeah, I have the cloak. I don't have the ring.
Pretty sure
That's
it was
my.
Gassy that got the ring.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, tarnished silver ring? Yeah, I did. I put that on. I guess I should pay to have that thing identified too. I know it's doing something to me.
All right.
I think I've only got part of it in there.
Yeah, it's you're absolutely right. So do you go over to what's her name? Sky's treasury. That's probably who would identify that. She's the one who carries the magic items and gears. So
Okay.
so she says it's 100 gold.
Yeah, I sure burned through 800 gold fast, or 700 gold.
Easy cometh, easy go, right? So she takes the ring and she starts to identify it, and she immediately drops the ring, and she says, "I can't identify that," and she pushes 100 gold back to you.
I guess I slide it back on.
Okay.
It would it let me take it off?
Yep.
Did I feel anything different when I had it off?
Yeah, well, you felt like you could move better, right? Because remember, it's a ring of free action.
Yeah.
And things, didn't feel as cold. So you felt like when you took the ring off, a little cold nip kind of came across the back of your neck. As you notice that, ooh, it's a little chillier than what you thought it was outside, as you sort of get a shiver that goes
Yeah,
across.
so I put it back on.
Yeah.
Because I only feel the good stuff.
Right. Yeah, you don't like being cold, so.
And ask her why she can't identify it. What's wrong?
Says, that ring is much too powerful for me to even attempt to identify it.
Where would I have to take it to find out what it is?
I don't know.
I look around to see if somebody's talking to me.
All right. She looks around too, and she's like, "What are you looking for?"
Did you hear that?
Said, "Hear what?"
Nothing.
Says, "Are you okay?"
I look around again. All over the place, yeah.
She puts her
Yeah, I'm
hand,
fine. I'm fine.
reaches over and puts her hand on your forehead. You don't feel feverish. Have you been bitten?
I was bitten, yeah.
Oh dear. You should go see Jenya. She'll fix you up.
Oh, I forgot to tell her that. Yeah, maybe I will. I stay there at night. So.
Oh yes. Well, I'm surprised she hasn't noticed that you're already feverish and sort of, it must be. Are you hearing things?
No, are you?
Just you talking.
Okay. Well, thank you for your help.
Yeah, sure. Anytime. If you have anything else other than the ring, just let me know.
I will.
She kind of waves.
I leave. I walk out, looking around, look around the door, out in the street.
So Gassy, as you do, you don't hear anything, you don't see anybody, you don't see Lee hiding around the corner, and or anything like that, and yeah. All right, I'm gonna
Okay.
clear out those potions then. All right. So, Gassy, you had said that you wanted to go over to the academy, and I think
Yeah.
Eris, you had mentioned something about maybe going over there too and doing a little research. Is that right? Can't remember if that was the case.
I don't
Oh,
think
maybe
so.
not. Oh, maybe it wasn't. I'm sorry, I got confused. So, Gassy, as you walk over there, you see it's one of the tallest buildings there, and it's a beautiful place, and you see a lot of people moving back and forth. And when you kind of open up the door there, you see there's a lot of young sort of elite Cauldronites that are kind of going to school and stuff. And you see one of the librarians there, and he's got the glasses on, right? The long crooked nose and older, your typical. Librarian, I guess, at the Hootie Tootie libraries, and he kind of looks down his nose and he says, "Can I help you?"
Yes. I'd like to perhaps learn a language.
I don't know you.
I'm one of the Aquanauts.
The Aquanauts. Looks down the list. He says, "I don't see your house listed here. I have House Ferrardi here, and of course the House Tasker Hills, but I don't have the House Aquanauts."
Well, I'm staying at the Church of St. Cuthbert right now. I have money I'm willing to pay for the lessons.
Oh, really? Well, we do have a membership fee. Unless you're thinking of a one-time purchase.
What does a membership buy me? And how much is it?
Membership buys you access to the library and all its books, which can be very helpful if you're looking for history or other information.
And the cost?
It's a very reasonable cost. Need you to make a... Let me see here. Looking down your list to see what I would have you roll. We're going to do, I think, persuasion, I think is probably the best one for you. Yeah, persuasion, if you don't mind. He says, the membership fee is 500 gold a month. Or if you want a one-time access, it's 2,000 gold.
I'm not learning anything here. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. And he goes back and starts writing in the book again.
What time is it? Well, whenever we meet up, I'll have a chat with Eris.
We're sort of in a fluid time here, so it would just be kind of days are sort of mixing together over the last couple of weeks with all these events that you guys are doing.
I'm gonna look for those two half orcs.
Kind of look around, see if you can find them.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you go back down to the dirty bucket.
Sure.
Yeah. So you walk in there and you see the two of them are sitting at the same table and just kind of drinking and whatnot. And you hear one of them says, Can you believe the nerve of that guy up there calling us jokes all the time the other night? It's terrible. If I see that guy again.
I go down to buy a round of drinks to check what they're drinking. I buy them a round of drinks and go sit with them.
Alrighty. So you kind of sit down, and one of them looks to you and he says, a dwarf, someone who really knows how to drink.
Aye.
Aye. How's it going?
Great.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you two chaps as well. Would either of you be willing to teach me how to speak orc?
Orc? Sure. How much coin you got?
How much would you charge for it?
Well,
I'm willing to go as high as 5 gold.
kind of looks at his buddy, and his buddy sort of shrugs, and he says, are you looking for a really good orc or just sort of get you by orc?
Well, get me by to start with, and if we can arrange for a longer term lessons, I might go for better and pay more.
5 gold, huh?
That's a lot of ale at this place.
It is, isn't it? It's fine. 5 gold. I'll take it.
Okay.
Meet me here every day, and you're buying
Okay.
drinks.
Of course.
Kind of sit down and work with them. I didn't know you were going for orc. I thought you were going for a different language.
Well, I was going for goblin, but you know what? I don't know any goblins, and I know a couple orcs, so take what you can find. Right?
All right, gotcha. So Gassy goes down for his proverbial lesson every day down at the bucket. So if any of you go
I
down
start
there,
to see a lot of Lee, right?
yeah, I don't know, maybe. What do you say, Lee?
I spend quite a bit of time there.
Yeah. So you see him coming in.
This one can teach you orc for free.
Well, I wish I had known that.
Oh, you do. If you want to learn Goblin, they'll teach you Goblin. The half orcs speak Goblin.
Okay.
I know that was your initial intention.
Yeah.
And then so they do that. So that's not a problem.
Damn it! You broke me off for doing my best CP3 invitation.
Oh, did I turn you? Did I break
No,
you off?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, go ahead, man. That's fine.
Oh, it's done now.
I know over 3,000 languages.
Yes.
Uh,
I can teach you swear words too.
Well, C3PO can't do that.
He just can't talk Sith.
Yeah.
I guess that's the equivalent to swear words, isn't it?
a little bit. All right, so you continue to learn that, so you'll be able to get the language of Goblin over the time that's here, so that shouldn't be a problem at all. All right. So as time continues by, it comes closer and closer to the festival that we were talking about. And the festival is here, right around the corner, about a week away. Obviously, the city is quite busy. You see lots of people coming into town, and people that you don't see before. The hotels or inns, I should say, not hotels, are full and whatnot, and they have various sort of games and things of the sort. So we have a couple options that are here. So there are some games. If you guys wanted to participate, you could. If you don't want to, that's fine. We can definitely skip ahead if you would want. I'm going to put a vote up and see what people think.
Well, it
What kind of
depends on the
games?
kind of game.
I'm sorry. I apologize. So there's actually quite a few. So let me bring them up here. All I wasn't sure if anybody'd be interested. So what they have is they have a game, a drinking game called Drink Down the Flood. So the Cauldron Taverns all hold an elaborate drinking competition for the length of the festival. It symbolizes the cauldron's more prodigious drinkers pitching in to lessen the flood damage by drinking away excess liquids in the town. So the idea is all about consumption, right? So you're essentially drinking away the floodwaters is the thought behind it. The champion or the person that has won every year in the past is like I'm not going to say his name right, Lord Valandrew, who you guys have met before. I think you met him on the first day, and he has won the contest the last 20 years. But he's the champion, and that's who you would drink against if you got to the end.
Are you drinking alcohol or?
Oh, it's alcohol. Yep.
Okay.
And see, so that's one of them. So we could do one of each if you wanted to. Another one would be sorry, I keep spinning too far. One of them is a street performance. So tradition that holds Cauldron's amateur performance to get to show off their stuff. The streets are filled with singers, dancers, instrument players, all manner of skilled performers trying to catch the eye of a potential patron.
Is Stormblade doing this too?
They may be doing some of these, yes, if you're so interested. You may see them mixing in, so you never know. They also have the Crater Lake Monster Hunt. So that's on the second day. The Academy holds the annual Crater Lake Monster Hunt. And at sunrise, the students from the university set hundreds and hundreds of tiny boats afloat on the surface. And anyone who wants to take a shot at catching the monster pays a silver for an entry fee. And you're trying to get these boats to sort of be catch the monster. So it's kind of a game that they have there. There's that. And then they also have I'm getting to the other ones here. At the end, there's a sort of that ball that I talk about, the Demon Scar ball. So they do have that as well.
I'll dance perform one. Are there judges? Is that how it works?
Well, I'm going to take it as everybody wants to do it then. Yes, there are judges. I didn't think
Okay.
you guys would want to, so cool. They have something called the Crater Bowl, which is a water polo game in the middle of Crater Lake. So they have that as well. But you guys, I don't know if anybody really swims, so
I
that
don't think Jack and I are in.
Well, why not?
We're the
you go, you get the
Aquanauts.
ball, you can go to the bottom of the lake and just walk across there.
Well, there you go. There's the answer. So yeah, you are the Aquanauts. I agree.
I'm skipping the polo.
Skipping the
I just
polo.
barely got my hair.
Yeah, it's finally coming in.
Plus my
Right.
comb over would wash off. That'd be horrible. I'm in for the performance, though.
They do have an archery contest, so they have that as well, where you shoot at targets 100 paces away. They also have a run through Obsidian Avenue, which is a start to finish sort of marathon through the temple gates that they have as well. So I heard you're going to pass on all of them. Gotcha. So I heard a
No,
couple.
that was passing on the drinking one.
Oh, gotcha. All right. So we have the drinking one. I know Jack Brass is going to do that one, right?
Yeah, and I think he's going to do the street performance one too.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna do both. So Jester's going to be doing the street performance. I take it, right?
Yep.
All righty. Any of those other ones sound interesting to the rest of you?
I'd like to try out the underwater or the polo thing too.
Yeah.
See how that works walking under the bottom of the lake.
Okay. Anybody else? Any other games?
Hey, Lee, you gonna do the archery contest?
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Are you going to do the archery contest? She was asking.
Yes.
All right.
And what was the other one? The race through town?
Yep. There's a race. It's called the Obsidian Avenue race, and you run from kind of exit to exit or temple to temple. I can't remember exactly what it said off the top of my head. Grabbing something that I need here.
I'm just going to cheer things on.
Are you? Okay. Gotcha.
Maybe place a few bets.
All right. Somebody asks, so there you go. That answers that question. Okay, let me see what else. So we talked about drinking down the flood. We talked about the Crater Lake Monster Hunt. We talked about the street performance. Ball. Mentioned water polo. We have archery. Anything interesting sound good to you, Eris, at all, or no? You good?
I'm good.
Okay. All right. So the first one is going to be nice roll. It's going to be the drinking game. So Jack Brass,
Yes,
you said you were going to do the drinking game.
I am.
All right. So this goes off your con, but I already know why you're doing the drinking game, but that's all right. You kind of see as you are kind of walking up there, you see several people from the different bars and whatnot are there. And so I will have you go ahead and give me a con roll. Just a con saving throw will be fine. Sorry. All right.
Well, technically,
I
Jack
know.
Brass doesn't drink, but he's got like a mouse, so he's just pouring it in there, and it's like going down in his leg.
Right. Sounds good.
And I figured he'd just like let it out one of his toes.
Yeah. So as you oh, you just gotta let it pour out of one of your toes.
Yeah, I mean, because there's no other place to let it out.
All right, gotcha. So, so you kind of continue to drink, and Zachary continues to drink, and there's a bunch of other people, and everybody sort of starts peeling off, right? And you see people are sort of collapsing all around, and finally, eventually, about 12 drinks in, Zachary looks and he just kind of waves his hand. He's like, "I can't do it. Not enough. I'm done. I'm done." And you kind of hear everybody cheer as Jack Brass is there, and Jack, I just I do need one thing then.
Okay.
I do need a deception.
Okay.
Because you got to be able to prove, like, hey, I'm actually drinking this stuff.
Well, it's going down his throat.
I know
in
it
his
is.
mouth.
I gotcha, but see if anybody sees it coming out of your foot.
Oh well.
See how you do. Oh, perfect. So, so you kind of see everybody sort of cheers and celebrates as Jack finishes the drink, and next person says, "Well, tomorrow, you'll head over and we'll see you over at the tankard. What is it? The tip tankard, I think it's called. The tip that was. Yeah, the tip tankard. And so this was over at the Slipper Eel that you were drinking today. And so tankard will be the next one for tomorrow. And you see Zachary just kind of shakes his head, and you see the rest of the Stormblades there. And Anna goes up, and she's like, "What did you do? Like, why aren't you drinking him down the table?" So they sort of shake their head and sort of scowl at you all. Next one will be the archery, I think. Is that right, Lee?
Sure.
All righty. So you're going to do the archery. And so it's 100 paces. The targets get smaller and smaller. So they're pictures of like sea monsters, and they just get smaller and smaller in size at 100 paces away. You see there's several people there, but the one that you're really going against is Todd. And he has a crossbow, and you have your bow.
I have a short bow.
All right, short bow. Perfect. Excellent. And so we're going to do 3 attack rolls, and the DC will increase as time goes by. So we'll just do the 2 attack rolls in against each other. So first attack roll, go ahead. Ooh. So it kind of goes flying a little bit wide. Not terrible though. And you see Todd hits his, and the crowd cheers, and Todd sort of looks to you and smirks. All right, and so he takes the second shot. He goes first the second time, and a little bit smaller one. Ooh, and that one goes wide, and he goes, "Damn it!" All right, Lee. Oh, nice. So you hit the second one, and you hear him kind of cursing at it, and you hear Cora say, "Come on, you got this. You got this. No problem." All right, you take the third shot, my friend. Nice shot. So you hit the third one, right? And he takes another shot as well. And it goes wide, and he throws down his crossbow, and it breaks in half, and he goes, "You cheated!" Didn't you?
I just bow to the crowd.
Crowd cheers and claps. He's like, "Cheater, you cheated all the way. I know you did." And you see the person comes over and says, "Lee, nice job." Did you tell him your name was Lee? Sorry.
No, it's Billy. I always
Billy.
tell everybody my name is Billy.
All right, gotcha. He's like, "Billy, nice job." And you see they kind of raise his hand up, and you hear kind of clapping around, and Todd just sort of glares at you as he sort of walks away. Eris, you said you weren't doing anything, right?
Nope. I know better. I know all these games are rigged.
They all are rigged. All right, and then Gassy, you were gonna do something too, or no? I can't remember.
No, I was just cheering on. If there were any bets to be made, I'll make some.
Gotcha. All right, I hear you. So, Jester, you would be next.
Okay,
So-
I'm going to do the performance, but beforehand,
Yes.
I'm going to try and get advantage. I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts so I can listen to the judges. I'll stay kind of close.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so you're gonna listen to the judges. You're gonna do Detect Thoughts.
Yep. Your sorrows, all of which from which you try to hide from me, and all of which you fear to confide. Okay, so I cast that.
All right, it sounds good. What for Detect Thoughts? What do they have to roll to detect it? You appreciate it.
So wisdom.
Wisdom save.
I'm not gonna like focus in on them because otherwise they'll know it's me. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
the general kind of like
I gotcha.
try and listen to what they're thinking. Like, oh, that guy should be more boisterous, or
Yeah. I hear you. All right, sounds good. So you're gonna go ahead and do your thing.
yep. Do you want a
All right.
regular roll or
You said a wisdom, right?
wisdom 14? Yeah, DC 14.
Anna walks up and she says, "Hear ye, hear ye." She says, "I shall be a wonderful singer." And she looks over to you. "Unlike some people, I will not use anything to distract you or make you think I'm better than them." And she sort of tips her head and looks down her nose at you.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Sounds good. You want to do your performance roll? Or you want her to go first?
I'll do mine. So I didn't win over the judges, huh?
Well, you won them over, but she knows that you're using Detect Thoughts.
Oh, well, I don't care about her.
All right, gotcha.
I'll go first. So I'll be like walking around and I'll point out to little kids and I'll be like, "How do you talk to a fish?" You just drop it a line.
You hear the kids laugh. And it
And
goes,
I'll walk
"Oh."
over to like a portly guy. Oh, what did the judges think?
So the judges, they thought it was pretty good. They were like, "Oh, that's a nice, starting one."
Why did the fish weigh? Why are fish so easy to weigh? I'd ask like a portly guy.
Like, why?
Because they have their own scales.
Oh, you hear more chuckles in the crowd. Some of the judges
Well,
are kind of laughing.
I'll walk over to an elderly gentleman. What kind of fish only comes out at night?
I don't know what kind.
A starfish, of course.
Of course. And he goes, "That's funny." And you see a bunch of people kind of chuckling and whatnot. Why don't you go ahead and do a performance roll? We'll do a +5 on your performance.
Ooh, I'll take it.
All right.
Oh shoot!
Got pretty lucky
it
there.
still came out all right.
Yeah, it came out okay. So Anna starts to sing a ballad, and her voice is really quite beautiful, right? And you see she has a small lute that she plays as well as she sings, and she's got some skills, right? So she continues to play and does quite well. I need a wisdom saving throw from you, Jester.
Is it a charm or anything? Because if it is,
Nope, not a charm for you.
because I'm a half elf. All right.
I know, I got you. Not charming you.
I'm thinking about fish.
Strong work. I like it. And so as she continues, you see that the judges, especially the one judge, the head judge, seems to have a very keen interest in her, almost like drooling as he's sitting there listening to her and not paying attention to anything else that's going on. And you see that when it ends, you hear the thoughts where he's like, she's the best. Oh my God, she is like the best things ever. And the judges are sort of talking and whatnot, and he continues to sort of sell it. And eventually, after she's done and everything, and they go, and the winner is Anna Taskerhill. And she looks to you and she goes, nice job, my friend. And she sort of smiles at you and walks up. And they're like, hey, and everybody's cheering.
Well played. I think it was the loot.
Yeah, it was the loot. Exactly. She kind of smiles.
I told you, Jack, I should have worn my tighter pants.
Well, this one still has to do his performance.
Oh, that's right, Jack. I forgot about you. Yeah, you can do yours. What do you got, Jack?
Jack says...
Is it a classic, please?
Well, he's not singing or anything. He's dancing.
Oh, he's dancing.
But he needs some music, so is there a band nearby or anything?
Yeah, there is. There's a little well, I don't know what kind of music you have, but yes, there's a band nearby.
Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll go over there and explain to him what we're doing.
All right.
And so I get ready to do my dance.
All right.
Let's strike up the band.
Ba-dum-bump.
Yep, and he starts popping and locking to Dormi Arigato Disco Roboto.
I love it. That's awesome, man. That was great. All right. So go ahead and I'll give you +5 too. Go ahead and give me a performance roll.
Oh wow! I might even beat Jester.
You might. Let's see.
Hang on for a second. Is there something I could do, like channel divinity, to get me some advantage on this?
I don't know. Is there?
I think the guy does have something.
No, it's emissary of peace. It gives me persuasion. Oh well. I'll give it a whirl.
Okay.
Do I do it in the tower or in the open?
No, just in the open's fine. We're all open here.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, they just, the people here in Cauldron, they haven't really seen Warforged before, and they just don't understand what Roboto is, and so they have a hard time with it. And matter of fact, there may have been a little bit of booing, actually, which is unusual, but, that's the way it goes sometimes.
And I even got down and did, like, the spin thing.
I know, right? So, good try. So, came in third, but...
okay.
All right, so you did all right. So, Anna just sort of giggles as she walks away with her with her I don't know, fish award, I guess they would give her. Lee, you got a little plushie of a sea monster. All right. Ooh, and then yay. And then the last thing was, you guys were thinking about doing water polo?
Man, Jack was trying the water polo thing.
So does anybody remember the big cross section? It's not on this map of the lake.
Yeah.
On any of the maps. Yeah. Do you want to fill Jack Brass?
It's really deep. Yeah.
So you hear Jack talk about the plan.
This one is going to get the thing and walk across the bottom of the lake.
Jack, I don't know if they know where the bottom's at, to be honest.
I encourage you to do it. I think it would be funny.
All right. If that's what you'd like to do, Jack, I am more than happy to do it.
I'll sign him up for the monster hunt thing too, because if he's going down there, you may as well hunt for monsters.
Might as well get the monster too.
I would like for Eris to make a deception roll on that because it's only fair since she made one on me last week.
Well, this one thinks he has a solid plan.
Alrighty, sounds good. So Jack, you go down there to sign up, and as you're down there to sign up, the guy that's the fisherman that's down there, he looks to you and he says, "Where's your team?"
This one's only the team.
You need a team.
This one's the team.
You don't understand. You got to have more than one person on your team.
Why?
Well, because there has to be a goalkeeper, and you need to have a center and a couple forwards. Like, you got to have more than one person on a team.
If I can have flotation devices, I'll play goalie for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, flotation devices are allowed. Doesn't really fit with water polo, but okay, sure. And he says, yeah, that'll be fine. And you see, he like sign you guys up. So you're gonna have a shooter and a goalie. Is that right? All right, sounds good. You'll be playing against the Town Guard in the first match. And Tercer and Skelrang is the goalkeeper.
Okay.
Gassy hands you like this sort of thing that's made of all kinds of cloth and who knows what, like bladders from a bunch of fish and stuff that's all in there and whatnot. He kind of hands it to you. Says, just put that underneath your arms. You'll be fine.
Okay.
And so you see out in the lake, there's an area that's sort of cordoned off by some boats and whatnot, and it's off the shore, probably 100 feet or so. And then you see, as you watch the game, you see the two centers in the center of the lake, right, treading water as they throw a ball up, and they're kind of playing the ball and tossing it all around.
Hey, Jack. No
Yes.
reason in particular, but I really enjoyed hanging out with you. I mean, I really enjoy hanging out with you. And I really appreciate your help you gave me. I mean, the help that you need to give me. Go get him.
Thank you.
So you just start walking out there, Jack?
Hey, Nar, are we really gonna let him do this?
I don't know how to stop him. You have any ideas?
No, not really.
Maybe if we poke a hole in Gassy's water wings. That's what I'm gonna call them, water wings. Maybe if we poke a hole in his water wings, he won't go out there. I hate to do that to Gassy though.
Well, Gassy didn't take his armor off, so he's gonna go right down with Jack.
I haven't gone into the water yet. I was about to take my armor off.
I doubt that.
Oh, I was. Honest. I thought about that. I said, I'm not going to go very far with this plate mail on.
So Gassy's stripping down.
Yep.
You see, there's
my skivvies.
There's a pretty big crowd that's now come to the side of the lake as they see Jack Brass and Gassy sort of getting ready, and you hear some sort of chat in the background. I'll give you 5 silver that guy's gonna sink to the bottom. The other one's like, I'll take that bet. All right. So, Gassy, you get you're down to your skivvies, right? And you got your little flotation device. The water is extremely cold. As you get in, you can feel the ice coldness of the water itself. As you start to move through, one of them yells, "Watch out for the monster!"
Hey, Jack, you want to fish before you go? A little inspiration.
Does Jack wants what?
A fish joke for inspiration. Two
This
fish
one does
are in a
not need
tank.
inspiration. This one is going to win. This one has a
Okay.
plan.
All right.
Do you want me to hold your
Good luck.
stuff?
This one's fine. I'll walk off into the lake.
All right. So you see Jack slowly walks into the lake, and Jack, you didn't realize that there's quite a steep incline to this lake. Like this isn't like walking through the sandy beach for 500 feet. You take 3 steps and you're up to about your elbows. So you're like boosh, boosh, boosh. And the ground is real rocky and sort of, you don't lose your balance, but you can feel the rocks underneath as you go down. And you continue, and as you go, you see his head goes underwater. Bloop. And Jack, how far are you going?
I guess I need to go to the middle of the lake.
Okay, all righty. You guys see? Go ahead.
Hey,
Sorry.
Hey, Eris.
What's
Two
that?
fish are in a tank. One turns to the other fish and says, "How do you drive this thing?"
How do you drive?
A joke that was fitting.
That's awesome. So Gassy, you're in your little swim bladder and you're kind of floating out there. And I need a Constitution check from you because it's darn cold.
I got that ring on.
You do.
Or
What is
that-
it? Boost you up to 19, right?
No, that's the amulet.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you
The
got your
tarnished
ring.
ring says I can't feel cold or something.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
resistant.
Feel cold.
You're cold resistant. That's right. So you can still have damage from cold. It's just you're resistant to it. So go ahead and do a con save for me. Perfect. So you are super cold, right? To the point where it would limit your mobility, but that ring gives you free action, so you're not limited at all. So you're able to swim around and do what you need to. However, it's also pretty scary, right? You're out there in the middle of the lake, you don't know how to swim, and you've got a swim bladder, and Jack Brass.
I don't know why I agreed to do that.
Right, and Jack Brass is gone, and you have not seen him since. So the guards are sort of sitting in there. They got their hands up, like, what gives, right? Where's your guy? And they're looking to you, Gassy, like, what are you doing?
He says he has a plan.
And Tercian says, you guys are the Aquanauts. Why don't you your whole team out here? This is like your thing.
Apparently none of us can swim.
Jack, I need an athletics check from you.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So
I thought that was a 1.
So Jack, you start to move down, and you've taken about 10 or 12 steps, and you lose your footing, and all of a sudden you land on your butt, and you just start sliding down. It's pitch black, you can't see anything, and you just continue to slide down the surface as it continues to go down.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Great.
So Gassy, about 30 minutes goes by. You don't see Jack anymore. You hear the refs like, "Hey, if you don't have any more people to play, we're gonna have to call this."
I go fine by me. Start paddling the shore.
All right, sounds good. You hear,
I guess Jack's plan failed.
You hear the judge say, "And the winner's the town guards," and they all start cheering. And behind the,
I put a bet against us, by the way.
Behind Lee and Gassy, or not Gassy, Nar and Eris, you hear, "Aquanauts, huh?" You hear kind of some snickering behind you.
Hey, I never agreed to that name.
As you're swimming in, Gassy, you see the sword blades are standing behind them, and they're like, "You guys are a joke. You can't even swim."
I don't see you out there.
We're not going out there. That's a stupid sport anyways. But I'm going to tell you what. I mean, where'd your little Tin Man go?
He has a plan.
Uh-huh. It failed. He didn't win the water polo. I'm not even sure you guys killed even goblins.
You don't even know what he's doing. So he's not even done yet. So just...
Todd's like, I heard you guys gave them a bunch of stone and called them stone ears, like you petrified them. I heard the mayor wasn't very happy when he finally figured out they weren't the ears. You guys should return that coin. That's theft and robbery.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sure you don't.
Me neither.
It's because you guys didn't even get any ears. You probably went out and cut off like cow ears or something. Stupid guard, chief of the guard wouldn't know
I'm
any
pretty
better.
sure all the cows I can see have their ears right now.
And you see the two of them kind of, or the four of them kind of start walking away. Anna says,
Boo.
"Can't wait to hear your next adventure. I'm sure it's going to be just so grand."
Yeah, we'll let you know so you can go in and clean up after us.
She kind of turns around and keeps walking.
Boo.
Oh, look out. Don't step in that. I don't want you dirty in that dog pile.
They just kind of keep walking. So Jack, you continue to slide. How long do you want to continue in your plan here?
I don't know. I guess I could, when after a while, I'll just think to myself, let me see.
You need a Jack roll. Yeah, that's what we need.
Yeah, Jack thinks he's still doing
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good, so it's going to be probably another hour.
Oh, at least, right?
He's got to make another roll.
Oh yeah, Jack is gone. So it's been about an hour and a half now for you guys, and Jack is
I'm
not
not-
back. What's
I'm
that?
going to use my skull ascending.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. All right.
Silly use of a scroll, but I need my Jack.
Right. Yeah, send a message to Jack. All right, go for it.
Yep. What can it be here? Is it like a sentence or something?
I think it's 25 words. Or is it 25 words?
Yep, 25 words.
But I thought it was.
I look around.
All right. You see Gassy looks around real quick, like turns his head.
I look out to the middle of the lake, and I think to myself,
Thinking,
Uh-huh. All right, gotcha. So you say
Can I respond, or is it just one way?
No, I think you can I think you can respond, can you? I can't remember.
Yep, I
Yeah, I
think it's
think so.
25 words back.
Yeah, one grease sledge.
I go, it's dark down here. I'm on the way back.
well, it's fair, right? So they got all the little additives and stuff, the elephant ears and
Oh yeah, they got everything there, man. The elephant ears, yeah, you name it. Pretzels, they've got cobalt on a stick. I mean, they got everything. You want it, they got it. They even got like there's these candies on a stick, and they call them beholder eyes that you can have. I mean, they got, you name it. They got all the fixins. It's a great party.
yeah, that's what I said in my mind. I said, there's got to be another way.
Right? So you guys still gonna kind of stand there and wait for him to come back?
Well, yeah,
All right. So
Yeah.
a
I'll
total
get
of
some stuff and just watch the polo show.
All right, gotcha. So about 3 hours goes by, and you see the final polo team is there. It's a tie, 3-3. There's a lot of excitement. There's some fighting going on in the middle, and then you see Jack Brass sort of pops up, but he's nowhere near you guys. He's actually like a quarter of the way around the lake on the other side almost, and you see him sort of come up out of the surface, and immediately people are like, "The sea monster!" and people start like screaming and running off the beach as Jack comes up over that side.
oh, that's just Jack. I'm gonna try and get over there and presto him with my jazz hands to clean him up.
Alrighty, sounds good. As you kind of go running over there to get him, Lee, you feel somebody taps you on the shoulder. Billy,
Yeah. I'll try
Um,
to look.
you were the one who won the archery contest. Shoot the sea monster.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Whew. I've been looking for you. I wasn't sure where you were at. They said that you were over here, but I didn't I just, anyways, congratulations, by the way. I just want to tell you, I think that's great, and good job on winning the archery. I was told that I was supposed to give you this, and he hands you a piece of paper, and then there's three others that are sort of rolled up, or four others, I should say, and he says these are for your friends as well.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, sure, and
Who sent them?
oh, um, well, um. I think you should probably maybe unroll it and read it, but the Lord and Lady did, of course.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. You see that they are addressed to each of you, and each of them has your name written on it.
I'm going to hand the rest of them to Eris, since she's still here.
Okay, Eris, so he hands you four scrolls that are
And as
very
I
nice.
hand them to her, I say, "Who the hell is Lord and Lady?"
The Lord and Lady of Cauldron? I'll open mine up.
Alrighty. So as you open yours,
I'll open mine up at the same time.
okay.
And I'll open mine up too. I'm there.
Alrighty, gotcha.
Did I make it back yet?
Oh yeah, you and Nar are over like on the other side of the lake now, and
You did
can see-
great.
Did this one win?
No, but you treated him like that fish at the restaurant. You really battered him.
They cheated.
The best one yet.
Oh, that was great. Love it.
Let's get back to the party, Jack.
Okay.
All right. So you two, or the three of you, have been looking at your invitations and whatnot.
So we've been invited to the ball. Interesting. Well, we are kind of, famous.
Do they all
I
say the
just roll
same
mine
thing?
back up.
Will they let me in the Koinexi?
That's a great. Do you have an invitation with your name on it?
Yeah,
That's
I'll see when I get there, I guess.
That's a great question, Jester. I don't know if anybody shared theirs. Do you guys hand Jester his and Jack Brass his?
Yep.
Did we all get invited to the ball? Yeah.
Question is do you share each other's?
Well, I asked if they'll let me into the Koinexi, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you got an invitation, so you assume they will.
Yeah, I'll show him mine.
Alrighty.
I'll show 'em mine.
Here's
I get-
Pass
Eris's.
mine around too.
That's Eris's. You can see the names on the top and Jack's. Gassy and Gesture, that's yours. Lee, do you share yours?
Sure.
They all look the same. Oh,
The mountains
Hold
are
on.
different.
No. One ain't like the other.
All of the mountains are different.
I haven't seen Jesters or Jacks, but
Hey, why doesn't mine have a top? Is that because I'm bald? Somebody's doing a bald joke.
Actually, it looks like Eris and Jax are the same, and Gassies and Jesters are the same.
Right. Lee's is different.
Yeah, he's got the horns. What's that mean, Lee?
No idea.
Did you used to wrangle cattle in a prior life?
Nope. I didn't even know who the hell these people were until Eris told me. And I lean over to him and say, frankly, I still don't know who the hell they are.
Well, the Lord and the Lady of Cauldron, that's like high society around here, and not just anyone gets invited to the ball. This is kind of a big deal.
And we just happen to be invited to this thing.
Well, you see who the Lord and the Lady are. Zachary Aslickson? I don't know how to pronounce the name.
Yep. The first.
Yeah, you remember that guy who came over and was very nice from the Stormblades and was chatting us up?
Ah, Zach.
That's his
Yeah.
parents.
No idea who you're talking about.
Nice fella. I like Zach.
I told you the Stormblades, their parents, their families are all, high society in the city. But I don't know what the symbols represent.
Guess we'll have to dress up for this.
Well, is it a masquerade ball?
Ah, that's a great question. So, Eris, since you asked and you're from the city, it is a masquerade ball.
So yeah, we have to find some, costumes that are fitting to our position.
I looked down.
Oh, I'm covered.
Eris, since you figured out that it's a masquerade ball, you do remember that there is certain costumes that must be worn for certain people.
And I remember it, and I'm telling everybody.
Yeah. Why don't you do a history check for me?
I can do that.
All right, that sounds good. One of your great skills.
I actually have it as a skill, thank you. I may not have rolled well, but I actually have it as a skill.
Yeah. You guys know that the ball is to happen in about 1 week. It's at the end of the festival is when it is. So it's kind of like the culmination of the festival itself.
Hey Jack, if you need something dressy, let me minnow.
Let you what?
Minnow or me no. Sorry.
I picked up on that.
Okay, this one needs something.
So
Must
Eris,
be
oh, go
that
ahead.
water must have messed up your ears. I'll get in there. I'll pretend like I'm looking at his ears.
Sounds good. Eris, you don't remember anything about what's the costumes and all that stuff. So,
But I do know that there's costumes supposed to
you
be
do.
for particular
Yep,
people.
you do. Yep, you know because you've seen people, right? People arrive in carriages at the Nixie, and they seem to be dressed in certain different types of costumes, and some of them seem to be like old style, old school, like decades ago dress wear, and then others are dressed in sort of what you would expect on a Halloween, demons, horns, things like that.
I think that's what maybe the different pictures mean on the invitation. Maybe Lee has to dress up like a demon.
I think that when I go to find a clothing shop, I will ask.
Oh,
Okay.
good
Because
idea.
I do remember that, individuals need to be dressed a certain way. I don't remember which.
Right. You probably all figured it out though, but if you've noticed, there's 3 symbols on the.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but I don't know what they mean.
Right. All right. So what I'm going to do is I think we're going to call it here for tonight. I think it's a good place to stop. You guys got your invitations. I think that's what's important. Oh, I forgot about the race. Yeah. No, we got to do the race. You're absolutely right. I'm so sorry. I forgot all about it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have shown these to you already. So I apologize. Yeah, let's do the race real quick. Lee, you were going to race through town. Is that right?
That is correct.
All right, gotcha. I completely forgot. I apologize. So, that's my bad. All right, so the race is 3. Well, it's going to be an athletics check, an acrobatics check, and a constitution save for 3 steps of it.
Just so you know, Greg, I'm going to try and use my city secrets on this race.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. Yeah. I gotcha. So that would
So
give
when I'm
you.
not in combat, I can travel between any 2 locations in the city twice as fast as my speed would normally allow me to.
Perfect. That sounds great. So what I'm going to do then is I will give you an advantage on your athletics roll and your constitution roll. Is that fair?
Sure.
All right. Sounds good. All righty. So, and I think you're racing against Cora, I think. Let me check. Yep, it would be Cora. So, do you want me to go first, or you want to go first?
Oh, it doesn't matter to me. I can roll we're doing acrobatics first.
Yep, we'll do acrobatics first. So, kind of initially you're kind of running through the people and the crowds that are there, because there's a lot of crowds at the beginning. So you're trying to get through them as quickly as you can, and moving back and forth and whatnot. I'll roll hers. You can roll yours. Oh,
Taking every shortcut I can find.
yeah.
Holy crap on a stick.
All right. Well, she obviously can get through the crowd a little bit easier than you can, and she's off to a pretty good run at that point. So, as you kind of start to make your way around the Obsidian Avenue, you've kind of gotten away from the crowds, and you're circling around the other side. And now it's more of a foot race. So you're trying to see how you can do with your athletics. So I'll have you roll in athletics. She'll roll hers.
Nice roll, Russell.
So she just takes off, like running like crazy. I can't believe I rolled 2 20s. And then, obviously you're coming around.
Amazing, isn't it?
It is. It's amazing. As you come around the last bit, it's more of an endurance now at this point. So let's see what you got. So it'll be a con save. All right. She's tiring out, though. All right, let's see what the difference was. So it was 4 difference in the beginning. Oh, So you see, she even though you were catching up to her at the end, she's clearly able to make it to the finish line in a time. And again, you see all the Stormblades sort of there, and they're just sort of shaking their head and giving her high fives and everything. And they go, "Yep, big people. I see that. No doubt about it." How many things have you guys won compared to us?
Well, I
Just
think
the
it's
ones
2
that
to
matter.
2, isn't it?
I think it is. That's interesting.
So don't be touting your horn too much.
Well, at least we don't enter events and then drop out because we can't do it. Drowning
Well, I don't
in the
know
lake.
what the plan was.
Drowning in the lake. And they just kind of snicker and kind of walk away.
Well, you didn't even enter in that one. At least we tried.
And they continue to kind of travel off over time. So those games that we did, those would be.
And
over...
I got a shutout, by the way.
You did. And those games would take the better part of the week, is what they would take. So.